you could never really say no to Dao's Luna. Right? I think that it's still a potential to just take over games. It's, you know, Twisted Minds have to be a little bit scared. Yes, they have some great counters like the Musashi, you have the Shu with those 60 imprints. You have a lot of options to deal with it, but can you out-execute OG who seem to be rolling?
I mean, we've seen it yesterday, right? Like when the Luna came through and all they did was completely take away the Yashiro Golem, right? That's one way that they can try and do this onto the side of Twisted Minds. But ultimately, it's going to be down to these two team fights.
All forces, move out!
And it looks like we're going to go into this one. It's going to be the first match of the day, the second game. Can Twisted Minds come back? Is this draft good enough to take them down? We're going to have to find out here.
Yes, only time will tell between these two teams, right? Twisted Minds looking to try and get a point onto the board, but right now, OG looking very dominant in game number 1. But now, once again, Twisted Minds just trying to get a bit of an advantage here into the mid lane, right? Just making sure to get it cleared, look for some rotations, maybe try and contest some jungle.
Oh, look at 90.
Oh no, 90. Onto the Dharma, gets taken down by KIC at level 1.
All right, you're kind of like after game 1, Twisted Minds are like, okay, we need to play better, we need to do much, you know, have better movements, all of these things. And 90 getting given up first blood is not the greatest start in terms of this game 2 in a must-win game, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one way you want to kill a Dharma, it's at level 1, right? Like, he's not going to really be able to dash, use the Enlightened Mantras as well to get that HP regen, but obviously the flash over the wall here from Shanks is very overzealous here, but he's not be able to get the kill. On gets the takedown.
Oh, Mu-Chen just baiting him out, just a sliver of life keeping him off. The Shanks actually flash forward to try to go for that aggressive play, not able to find him, and it looks like he pays with his life.
He pays with his life and pays with that gold lead, right? Obviously, you can see here OG Esports able to get around about that 700 gold lead for this moment in time, which is probably going to be all ensured by Dao here on this Luna.
And this is why, you know, the Dao train, this OG team is just so strong, right? Everyone is so, the ability to just kind of outlast, right? There's no, like, one superstar. Yeah, you might, Dao might be that guy, but looking bad here.
Oh, yes. Lead here, trying to use the duel to the death. Pushing away, right? Obviously, getting that healing reduction, as you saw there, the imperiled state on top of the head of Dao. But at this moment in time, when there's no team fight really happening, is Clean's Musashi really going to be doing this 1v1? The stun there onto Lung is going to be not what they need here on the side of Twisted Minds when he has that Infinite Masters up and ready.
Yeah, doesn't need to use his... I mean, you have Mu-Chen around, you have the heals, but it looks like he's just going to recall to kind of reset everything. But, like, look at how OG are moving across the map, right? Right now, it looks like Dao has not really been, you know, threatened at all. I mean, initially there was that skirmish in that mid lane, but they didn't really find anything. And now Clean is playing the farm game himself, just trying to keep on pace with Dao.
Keeping on pace with Dao here, it's definitely what Clean needs to do, right? Obviously, he's at 2.2k, he's able to get just a little bit of a head here of Dao just for a brief moment as well, but that could all change, right? Obviously, maybe at the neutral objectives in around about a minute's time here, but the Space Sprite going over to the side of OG Esports just means that even though KIC on the Guan Yu can rotate pretty quickly, he's going to be able to use that Space Sprite to teleport wherever he wants to.
It looks like OG right now, kind of everything kind of moving towards that middle. They're being funneled in, and this is the moment where it kind of sets up for that 4-minute turn. When it does spawn, it looks like KIC is going to just make his way to the back top lane, realizing that, hey, there's no real catch potential.
No real catch potential, but he could also just teleport down, right? Like, if he's up there, he's able to create that pressure into the top side of the map, he can basically be where he needs to be. But right now, Unbridled Light Burst can be used here. Looking to catch out Dao goes down, but KIC is now into the fold as well. Dives onto the back there with a heroic charge as well. But Mu-Chen with the heals, is it going to be enough? Clean gets taken down as well before the neutral objectives are up.
I mean, the fact that KIC was able to get that Razor Cavalry to push Clean under the tower really equalized everything. It seemed like it was great for Twisted Minds. I mean, yeah, they got the pick off on the Dao. That's exactly what you wanted to have done. But, I mean, you did pay with your life. So, all in all, not that bad for either of these squads.
Exactly. I mean, they both died at the right time. If there's a right time to die, it's just before, or at least as the neutral objective is coming online, right? And you are back on the torch. Dao lead now have their means to make this 1-on-1. But at the same time, Wayne gets caught out there with Silk Imprint leading up to just a demise for the side of OG Esports.
And you're kind of seeing exactly how this team wants to play. This composition from Twisted Minds. You have that pull from Hailong with that Silky Imprint, and then you Clean will go in duel to death. Plus you have 90 and CT Boy for anybody who tries to protect that one person. OG's positioning needs to be flawless.
Needs to be flawless, and obviously if they lose when and lose on, then the damage is really kind of like hindered here in these team fights, right? So they've really got to protect both when and on before getting into the team fights, or even making sure the situation and their positioning is on point. But Tyrant going over to the side of OG Esports, definitely going to help them here as the gold lead isn't quite as devastating as game number one.
Definitely not. I mean, Twisted Minds, they're looking to fight. They're looking to just bounce back in this game. They're really sticking it to them. I mean, the net worth lead is like not really much at this stage, so not really something they need to worry about, but it's about Clean and Shanks getting that farm.
Yeah, Botline and the jungle need to try and stay clear ahead of their enemy opponents, right? But at the same time, Peck is creating that pressure into the top side of the map, which is where I feel like maybe if it's not kind of addressed quickly here by Twisted Minds, it could be a backdoor for OG Esports.
The potential's there. Dao Dao is in the top lane though. KIC just kind of prowling around, looking for the right angle of attack. He's not going to really find anything, but Dao Dao getting a little bit aggressive there.
Very aggressive onto 90. It's going to be a 2v1 now. The KIC is into the fold as well. Maybe he's not be able to get it alive. He gets taken down as well. So now with the minions here, but a bit of a fight on two fronts. The Unbridled Emperor's already been used. Infinite Fast is into the back line, but he gets stampeded on. He uses the flash. Can he get it uphill? Right the wind keeps him alive. KIC with a double kill, with the triple kill. OG Esports back in dominant fashion. They're not ending there. Clean looking to make a bit of a Hail Mary play here. Extreme speed is not going to be enough to get the takedown. Wen gets the kill.
Are you kidding me? On going aggressive with the Infinite Fastness. I was like, okay, that's a suicide ticket right there. There's no way he gets out of that. But the ride the wind, pushing him back, CT Boy, just enough space for him to kite him out on making some serious plays.
Yeah, that little bit of healing literally made him go the full distance. Was crazy there. And obviously set up a huge play. Now 8 kills ahead. Now they have around about a 3k gold lead onto the side of OG Esports.
And this is how good they are. I mean, if we're checking out the little replay in terms of how this one went, look at On going aggressive. Are you kidding me? He's so low. He gets stampeded on. He flashes away. Ride the wind with a perfect amount and pushing it away and setting it up for KIC, who's just going to ride over them.
I mean, the thing that's most funny about that instant replay is the fact that Shanks and HIGHLIGTS was just like, what? The Infinite Fastness behind us? Because they weren't in position. They're just like, how? Why would he do that? And that's exactly why. He knew the game plan. He knew how to execute it.
Wow, just a really well played there. I mean, and this is like the difference, right? It's the micro plays that happen. You're thinking almost everyone else, 90% of the players that do that die, right? But it's On here, and he's able to flash away. Oh my God, that was chef's kiss.
It was absolute cinema there for the side of OG Esports. And now obviously 90 is on the run with a 3v1, but maybe they're able to create a bit of a distraction here for the side of Twisted Minds into the mid lane here. Dao Dao maybe get taken out, but the dash is keeping him alive. He is not going to get taken down. Muchin now with a rotate as well, but it is ultimately going to be 90 getting taken down here as well, and maybe even the T2 down to the bot side of the map.
Yeah, KIC and On are the destroyers. Like the two have been able to find them, getting those pickoffs. But in the mid lane, Dao Dao just with just enough mobility to get to safety. Again, OG starting to style on them.
They are they are styling, right? Like, we're about that 8-minute mark. It seems to be a little bit of a wake-up call here for the side of OG Esports. Is when they get to 8 minutes, that's where we're starting to see them get online here. The T1 into the mid lane does fall as well. And now the enemy jungle becomes a little bit of a creep up A, but so does Clean as well as he gets taken down.
Oh, that was very ambitious at best. I mean, Clean trying to go for the duel of death, trying to force the issue. And I mean, he just went into the heart of the enemy team. There were 5 members of OG waiting for Clean.
Yeah, definitely not the Clean approach you really wanted, right? You want your boys to be giving you a little bit of a tap on the back, a little bit of a support here from the side of Twisted Minds. But ultimately, a little bit of a saving grace. 90 was able to keep that Crimson Golden for his team.
Yeah, this is going to be a much harder game one to even come back from. Clean, I mean, he's definitely fallen behind 1.4, 1.5 at this point against the lane matchup against Dao Dao. Yeah. But this is a situation now where you're like, hey, how are we initiating? Clean going in with the duel of death? Yeah, it's great and all. Yeah, you got the stun, but you're so much further away from everybody else. The rest of the team cannot help support.
No, exactly. I mean, there's no way of them to kind of like clear the distance, right? Unless we have like the flash initiation from 90, who was dead at that point. But now we are speaking of 90 and KIC into the bot side of the map here. A little bit of a 1v1. tip for tat going on, clears out the minion wave, relieves that pressure for the side of Twisted Minds.
I mean, if you're Twisted Minds, the best initiation is probably HIGHLIGTS with that Silky Imprint.
Yeah.
Start things off, and then as the fight kind of grows, right? When you've got that pull, everybody's going to be looking to grow in. You have some of the greatest counter initiators in the Dharma as well as the Zhang Fei. Use those to your advantage. Right now, they haven't really been playing this composition to the T.
No, there's still wait for that pop-up moment, right? That Unbridled Outburst, which we've seen some really phenomenal Unbridled Outbursts yesterday, right? I feel like maybe City Boy here on the Zhang Fei could have lived up to those expectations and maybe still be able to, but the Tyrant is now online and it's now the Shadow Barrier. We're into that 10-minute mark. This could be scary for the side of Twisted Minds.
And it looks like the Unending Sorrow just going to be used. Muchen will survive yet again. Twisted Minds, their jungle is being taken away. There's less and less farm going your way. And it's going to be tough because Shanks, a lot of pressures on this guy to ensure that he's able to carry, but he's kind of immobile. It's going to be tough to get in.
Oh, very tough indeed, right? Like, he's not got the distance. He's not got the front line because Clean has died one too many times. 90 is always out of these team fights, and as we've been saying previously, we're waiting for that pinnacle Unbridled Outburst.
Yeah, Clean has not played a clean game. I will show myself out.
We was waiting for the clean jokes, right? It's kind of like at the KPL where we're running. It's on track. He's on point. It's just all the time, but now we're seeing here, and we're getting the clean punts come through as well.
Yeah, I mean, he has not played though to the best of his abilities. He's been going in. It seemed a little erratic with how they're moving, right? It's one thing for him to go in. The rest of the squad hasn't been able to follow. They have not had a really good team fight.
No, they haven't. They haven't had a decent team fight yet within this match, but they still have the essentials for it, right? They still have the high ground turrets alive. They still have a horse in this race.
Yeah, I mean, they have the tools, right? The heroes that you're looking for, if they're able to deathball and not get picked off, that could spell trouble for OG. But OG have done such a great job understanding the composition that they're facing and really utilizing their own advantages to take it, take the fights to them.
Yeah, can't get himself to drive into the wall there, but maybe getting a pick off here from the side of OG Esports. But Wen has to use that untargetable. But now into the back line, it's going to be Kuka. He's looking to get the takedown onto HIGHLIGTS, but now Wen falls. But at the same time, Clean and 92 say goodbye. Sayonara as the Vanguards come through top side of the map here. OG Esports looking to open the crystal.
Yeah, opening the crystal. What a great team fight. The pickoff Clean going into Wen, who uses his passive, buys even more time to just let the rest of the team clean him up, and they were able to take it. OG right now firing on all cylinders.
Firing on all cylinders. This Brandon comes through here from the side of Dow just to put the pressure on, but maybe the crystal is going to fall here. Waiting for the Vanguard to come through. It's KK into the back line using that charge, but now the Flaming Palms is not being contested, and OG with game 2.
Yeah, OG with game 2, doing it again in typical OG fashion. We were talking about the fact that OG are one of the tournament favorites, and you are seeing